online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Marisol, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey, my lips are moving. Your lips moving?
Yeah.
Yours. Everybody lips moving? What up, AfterBuzzers? Welcome back. Devious Maids.
Welcome.
Y'all already know what it is. I got these lovely ladies with me, and they are not maids. They actually have real jobs that are different than serving people in the household. Starting to my right, we got who we got?
Hey everyone, it's Francesca.
Hi guys, it's Candice Buenrostro.
Hey guys, it's Laila Sadny.
And I'm Stephaune Wallace, and this is Devious Maids episode 2. Just want to give a shout out to you guys. We always love hearing from you, and we love when you post and comment. We try to read every single one of them. What we need you to do is go to Podcast One, www.podcast1.com. Take a really short survey. It takes about 3 minutes, and rate us and talk about us and tell us stuff that you like, and even the things that you don't like, because that really helps us out. So we just want to get better. We want to make sure you guys are having a great show. Go to podcast1.com. Let us know how you feel. And it's instant gratification for you guys. And somewhat for us if it's really good. Don't worry about my maid's comment earlier. This is what we're going to talk about. We got to get into Adrian, my man, who is having his sexual revolution.
Ooh.
I'm excited about it.
A little S&M.
I wouldn't do it, but I'm excited for him.
Adrian's always been a little bit of a sexual misfit, I
Like
guess.
a
He's a little freak. I'm just going to say that. So he's on to something new that's working for him. Obviously, we know him and Evelyn have been having a little bit of trouble in the bedroom. So hey, if this
Can't
works,
get it up.
they tried everything.
Everyone's hot. I don't understand
German
it.
accent didn't work.
It almost did.
Almost, but it was indigestion.
Yeah.
Listen, Evelyn. Evelyn might need to get like a little pool boy or something, you know, like or a black dude that lives, you know.
Well, she
already had a
she
pool
had
boy.
a fling last season. She did have a fling last season.
Yeah.
But how funny that he sneaks away to go to this underground sex club. And then he has to say where he is for his alibi.
Comes back to
Of course,
bite you,
that
you
happened.
know? Come on.
To Adrian, that would happen to him.
Because there's a leg in his yard.
Yeah, I really
Not
like
a
that
lamb leg.
detective. He was very straight laced, and he's like trying to be a detective in a world of like the kookiest, craziest. You know, he's all like, "So where were you last night?" He can't laugh.
Right.
He can't break. He's like, "Oh, you were in a sex club all night, and this is your wife." Oh, okay.
After she-
And
not
I just
awkward.
found a severed leg in the rose
Right,
garden.
right,
I mean,
right.
what?
And Evelyn's like, there hasn't been a murder here in ages.
He's like, where in the world am I? But I mean, I guess it comes
House of
with the
Terror.
Beverly Hills territory. But yeah, so Evelyn's not really, I guess it's not that she's not feeling the sex club, but she's open. I love that she's always open.
Yeah, she's always willing to
Try something.
I mean,
you know,
We always talk about it. They just, even though they have their bickering, like we talked about last episode and last season all the time, they always, you could tell that there's some sort of like deep friendship, deep connection that
Sure.
I don't think
Yeah.
they'll ever be able to like.
no, nothing would
separate
ever
from
break it.
them.
I
Yeah.
think they're absolutely like perfect for each other. Mm-hmm. So
Well, because he buys her like extremely large diamonds. I don't know what woman out there.
She says clarify how
You
big
know?
we're talking
Fine
about
large.
here.
Yeah. So I mean, there's no woman leaving that.
No.
Or maybe.
No, I say no woman's leaving
I'm like,
that.
you turning down diamonds?
We see her. She goes with him to the sex club with glasses, and I think the funniest part about that was the fact that she was worried about people seeing her there at the sex club, but then she sees someone she knows, and she's like, not the fact that she's hanging and tied up to a wall and a little like bustier and thing, the neighbor. She's
Right.
like, what about this leg in your yard?
She's like, what are you guys
Wait,
doing there?
What are you doing hanging like that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
Which I think is hilarious because the writers are just showing that this has been plaguing her. She's plagued by this leg. Everything.
That's good.
Good one,
Plagued by the leg.
Hashtag.
No,
Hashtag.
You started something new.
but she's all about her image, and so this leg and the CSI. And
Let's hashtag that, everyone.
it's really screwing with her image. She's not.
Oh yeah, she
doesn't
got
like that.
uninvited to like 3 parties.
3 parties.
You
She's
know?
like gonna lose it.
Yeah, her
So-
world's over.
Speaking
That's
of
hilarious.
hashtags, don't forget to hashtag free jailbird Nick. Mark Declan, we want you back.
Yes,
we want
we
you
do.
back, Mark.
So.
Well, I mean, they want you back, Mark. Mark. Good luck to you
You
in
would
the
like
rest
him.
of your career.
He was a
You
great
didn't get
guy.
to meet Mark Declan. He came in last season. He
Yeah.
was amazing.
He's
So
great.
we want him back on the show.
I think he
Yeah.
doesn't want to compete with another really like.
I think we need some like
probably.
good
Hot bod.
jail, sad, dramatic scenes from Mark. So I mean, he needs to come back.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right, guys, really quickly, straying away from Devious Maids, we have the Astronaut Wives Club. It's actually going to debut this summer on ABC. It's a flashback to the 1960s. It's when America is racing to send a man into space, about 7 elite pilots to become the country's first astronauts. As the husbands become heroes, the wives rocket to stardom. It just pretty much shows how the wives are handling their husband's stardom. It's kind of, in a sense, a little bit of a Devious Maids meets the 1960s housewife. So it's going to be really fun. And
Really cool,
Yeah.
and it's based on the best-selling book, The Astronaut's Wives Club, the story of the first ladies of space. Although they weren't in space, but their husbands were. Through triumph and tragedy, they forged a friendship that lasted for more than 50 years. And the countdown is on to the fun and thrilling story behind the greatest adventure in American history. It may have been one small step for man, but it was one great leap in high heels for America's most famous wives. So make sure you guys check that out. It premieres Thursday on ABC.
Awesome.
Yeah. So check it out.
Speaking of women in heels that rock it, we have Marisol, who's started an agency for maids.
Yes. So I think all her success with her book, she was riding high off of that, enjoying her new posh life. And then at the book signing, she just had a reality check. She's like, sometimes that happens. I mean, like, who are these people I'm putting myself around? These are like not good people.
Yeah.
The women that the maids, I mean, they're like good-hearted, real people. So I think it's great that she's doing that and kind of using her like new celebrity status to kind of help.
Now, do you guys think she should have been honest with Carmen up front when Carmen asked her for a job? Because she knows she's a horrible maid. Why was she front and like, I'm going to get you a job. I got you, girl. I got you. Do you think she should have told her in the beginning?
No. She handled it right.
Yeah.
It came out when it was supposed to. I think that Carmen lives in this weird non-reality.
Carmen Land.
Carmen Land is probably where she is. Yeah. So sometimes you just gotta pull her down to earth every now and then.
I like the fact, though, that she wasn't, like, defensive about it. She was actually in agreement. Yeah, so what if
She
I'm a bad
owns it.
maid?
She owns it. She knows she's hot. She feels like she might be able to sing a little bit, and that's
She
her.
can sing.
She can sing. And
She can sing.
But
She ain't got no album.
She can sing, but have we seen her dance? I don't know if you guys like to dance.
But of course, the writers, producers, we would love to see Carmen dance
Carmen.
in a bikini.
There you go.
Gratuitously
yeah.
for no reason, just breaking to dance in a bikini.
Well, this season we're going to have Sabrina Wind, one of the creators, call into the show, so you can tell her that.
Absolutely.
We get her to dance. And I just wanted to tell you guys something really cool, actually, to break away from that. You can now apply for Dance Battle America. So that's something
right.
like we can maybe get Carmen
Get
little
Carmen
campaign
involved.
to do.
Yeah,
She should
yeah.
Devious Maid camp. Yeah.
totally do some videos. But it's ABC's newest competition special. It's from our very own AfterBuzz founder and E-host, Maria Menounos, and Julian Huff, from Dancing with the Stars. She comes ABC's special Dance Battle America, and we've all done these videos. We've seen them. It's been a lot of us at AfterBuzz
Really
have
fun.
done them. It's been a lot of fun. So during the holiday seasons over the last 2 years, Julianne and Maria have engaged in a fearsome dance battle via social media, Instagram, Twitter, and it's been entertaining and interesting.
Yeah.
Once the challenge took off, other celebrities like Kate Hudson and Amber Riley joined in the dance battle craze began. So now the ladies are challenging everyone in America to battle it out for the chance to fly to LA and compete on the show scheduled for this fall. So if you want a chance to dance on the network, come to LA, hang out, have a great time, be on network television, and show your dance moves off, go to dancebattleamericacasting.com for information on how to submit your video. And don't forget to post on social media using the hashtag DanceBattleABC. So this is a lot of fun, a lot of way you guys can all be interactive and involved and just show your crazy moves. And we are looking forward to seeing the videos.
Absolutely. So 2 hashtags we need you guys to do. Dance Battle ABC and Plagued by the Leg.
Plagued by the leg.
Free Jailbird Nick.
That third one.
Okay, 3.
Top 3 hashtags of our show.
Ever.
So not a dead leg, but a sexy leg.
Not a severed one.
Valentina and Remy. Remy finally gets to look at some leg.
Well,
Do the dude.
A little more than that.
can you guys believe that they have been dating all this time and
No.
never
Don't believe.
had the dance in the bed?
I believe it. I believe it.
Have you?
I mean,
Wait, excuse me?
not a normal. It's not normal anymore, but I do believe it. I think she was raised on some old school morals and values by her mom, who probably didn't follow that anyway.
Who's
but-
pregnant, not married.
Who's knocked up?
Yeah,
With her
didn't know who the
ex-husband's
baby
kids,
daddy was.
lied to her current boyfriend.
Normal things.
No.
She's like, really? That's so typical of our parents.
Right?
They're like, don't do this, don't do that, do it. You really followed that? You really did that?
And you could see that in the scene with her and Valentina when she's hugging her and she's like, she was so shocked that they hadn't slept together. She's like, you're such a good girl. Because she's thinking like, oh
Yeah.
man, look at me.
Yeah,
Gosh,
yeah.
what kind of example am I setting?
Yeah, no. Well, good. Kudos to them. Remy, I can't believe it. Remy made so many different motions. Like, you have no idea how difficult this has been. So my hat's off to you, Remy, for standing by an extremely hot woman.
There are
until
not a lot of
you got
guys like
married.
you out there.
No.
Yeah, and you are just fictional.
There's not a lot of guys like you in here. So
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Valentina
I
and
think
Remy,
that's
they're
why
getting
Remy
married.
was pushing the wedding to be like that weekend.
Right. Okay. There you go. Yeah. So what do you guys think about that? Because he's leaving to Colombia.
Yeah.
And he went to Africa, and we saw what happened with Africa last season.
Yeah.
I mean, you think if they get married right away, it would be a bad thing?
No.
I don't think it'd be a bad thing at all. I mean, I think even if they're together and they have that bond, that they're engaged, and like I think that is probably the best way to go. Not rush into anything, but no, I think it's great actually for the two of them that they're leaving, starting their life.
Remy's got like 2 things on his mind. One, he's not had sex with this extremely hot woman yet, and he can't wait. And the second thing is, remember he went to Africa, and didn't she kind of fall in love? Sort of with a whole nother dude.
Yeah.
You can't leave her
Yeah,
alone. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? You gotta marry her now.
Without putting a ring on it.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Well, I mean, at the end we see she's thinking about let's take it slow and let's just be engaged. But he wins his little prize before
She
they
gave
get
him a
married.
reward.
Yes.
Which every
You've been a
woman
very-
should take note. A
The
good
way
man
she-
like Remy, this is how you keep him.
The way she did it too,
Lingerie.
like awesome, amazing, amazing. He's like,
Stephaune
yeah.
agrees. He
Oh,
likes
yeah.
it.
I mean, she had that planned down.
She
Good
had
for
her
her.
agent
No,
provocateur.
Yep.
In the show, I mean, these are obviously some of the hottest women on TV.
Yeah.
And they make sure to let us know, which
we
I
know.
love. The creators here and everyone, they make sure to give us the eye candy that we deserve for being good viewers.
Good viewer.
If there are any other,
awkward silence for the rest of you guys.
Stephaune needs all the guys out there that watch the show to back him up on YouTube and Twitter comments.
This is how you get guys to watch
You
the
were
show.
thinking a lot of men don't watch a show, but I guarantee you a lot of men watch a show for that reason alone.
Yeah.
They might not admit it.
No, they don't admit it. They're like, I'm going to tune into Lifetime
Sure.
to look at hot girls.
Yeah,
No,
you-
but it's such a great show. So
I mean, I know guys that watch the Spanish channels and they have no idea what's
The
going on, just so they
telenovelas.
can watch the weather lady.
Yeah, you can
in
watch
her
it on
little
mute.
club
true.
outfit, So
Yeah.
we know you watch Devious
I
Maids.
do watch those
We know you're watching us.
Brazilian YouTube videos for game shows. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
What do you guys think about Spence using his acting skills to get his house clean?
Hey.
Those weren't that great.
I know. I mean,
That's why he got
I-
fired.
No, but yeah, but that was
Spencer?
that was meant. I mean, that was him acting like a bad actor. Like that's the whole point because he's not
Yeah. He's out of
his
work
character
actor. Yeah,
is not, great.
Right.
Great
I
show's
love that he
amazing.
used it.
I mean, how good does your acting need to be in softcore porn?
I mean, some people work hard in
What's
that.
his not good?
Shout out to my boy
No,
who had
but-
to do what he had to do. Hey, man, I think
down.
you're a good actor.
Shut up. Putting the food on the table
Oh God.
in more ways than one.
What do you mean you need your pipes cleaned? It's good stuff. No,
Sipping my tea.
I'm proud of Spence for the acting and it working in his favor because he kind of sat down and he was saying, listen, Rosie, you are a maid. You clean stuff. Mm-hmm. I am an actor. I can cry on cue. I can do this. Like, he used his abilities. You know what I'm saying?
He actually really did play it off very well when the girls came over to drop off the food, because instead of just right off the bat being like emotional and crying on cue, he was kind of like, "Oh, come in, it's a mess. I've been doing this." So
he is working that.
He did work it.
Yeah.
He really worked it. The crying though, you got to get your crying
The
better.
best part was when he tried to cry with Rosie. She's like, shush.
Not
She
even
shut him
Not
down.
right through it.
Not even having it.
Exactly.
Like, I know you too well. I sleep with
Exactly.
you, so it ain't working. Yeah.
But that house was quite atrocious.
No, that was ridiculous. I
Messy.
don't even know men who live like that. That's ridiculous.
So if we go to your house right now, Stephaune, it won't be messy.
I'm very clean. I'm an only child, so I keep everything very neat and clean. Women love that stuff. They come over, it's like, this guy's really sexy.
Ladies, Stephane's trying to
Yeah.
let you know he's single and he
Single
has a clean
ladies.
house.
You know where to find him.
I am more
Comment them on
fire.
YouTube or Twitter.
The violin right now.
Start crying.
On
On
cue.
cue. Stephaune was a soap actor.
I know. Way back.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Anyway.
Yeah, last but not least.
Blanca.
Ooh, Blanca.
Blanca and Taylor.
So
Good for Blanca.
we mentioned this
Yeah.
last episode really fast, but she cleaned the crap out of that dang
That white couch.
house.
Yeah. Everything.
Everything.
Couch, the carpet, the rug, everything was spotless.
What did you use? I mean,
Yeah, for real. And how much are they paying you? Because you were the best,
I mean,
actually.
that's blood. You don't know who's, that's like
Well, you're
dangerous.
touching blood.
Liquid.
You don't know whose blood it is, first of all. And
Exactly.
then you're accessory to murder now.
And
You
she
know?
and she knows. She knew
Well, she
from the
didn't know it
beginning.
was murder, though.
Well, I think she knew
thought
something
she was
fishy was
defending
going
herself.
on.
Yeah, because she kept pushing Taylor to say, like, why don't you call the cops? This burglar could come back. Call your husband. And she's like, no. And Blanca's actually a very smart girl. So
Sure.
she she knew something was off. You know when something's wrong, and that's why she eventually packed her bags and left. But she gets a little advice from Marisol.
Marisol just needed to plant the seed
Yeah.
for that idea to stem.
Yeah, because she's
the
not
blackmail.
used to. She's new to the Beverly Hills maid game. I don't think she
Right.
gets the dirty factor of it, and the bribes that go on and what you can
Yeah.
get, because these families and these other women of the wealthy families treat these women usually like crap. And when
Exactly.
a lot of scandal does go down and they see everything, so you have to be smart and protect yourself. And good for her.
Yeah.
Yep. She needs to go to school. So how about
Pay them bills.
I work very quietly. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
Around the house. What would you guys do though, honestly? Even if you were getting a nice sum of money to help you through college, if you knew something fishy was going on, would you guys stay and work as her maid?
Call
as
the
Taylor's
police.
maid? Call the
As soon
po-po?
as
Yeah, it would freak me out too much. I would call the police too. It would eat away at me, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't feel safe, to be honest with you.
Stephane's thinking,
I am thinking. I'm in between. I'm on the fence because.
how much money?
Well,
How big is the
you know how
the
important her
diamonds?
college is. They've been talking about her college
Yeah.
since we met her. This is a very big deal. It's a big deal for her mom and a big deal in her family. She has an opportunity like none other, And when you're dealing with somebody who says, I can write a check and cover your tuition, it's like, she's really just saying, I didn't see anything.
Right.
So she doesn't know that there's a murder. She doesn't know anything. She doesn't really know anything.
Well, I think she knows now because the detective
detective.
came to the door. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout
But-
out to the black dude on the show. Good detective. He's gonna be around a lot, so that means he gets a reoccurring role. Good for you, buddy.
He has a lot of questions.
Yeah. He's got to go house to house. He's like, I'm just knocking on
He'll
every
be
door.
around.
All of you guys are weird, so I just want to find out what's going on over here weird.
And speaking of the Staffords, Taylor aka Brianna Brown, will be on the show next next week. So if you have any questions, tweet us, and we'll be sure to ask her for you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm excited for her to find out. Like, I really want to know about this Katie kid. I mean, you see Blanca sees the paintings, and we just know she's creepy.
Yeah, so we see paintings. Oh, Blanca discovers the paintings that Katie was working on. And, I mean, talk about horrific. Like, a blood splatter, her with a knife.
They're kind of funny, though.
The guy with the knife. The guy that happens to look a lot like her dad, her adopted father, stabbed with a knife.
Right.
So...
It just goes to show, anytime you compromise, you know, even though I'm saying, yeah, she gets her tuition paid, anytime you compromise, it always comes back around and eats at you. She's going to continue to find out more things, and so much is going to be unveiled, and she starts going down this rabbit hole. There's almost no way back, you know?
Yeah.
Now you're really an accessory.
Yeah.
And now you really need too much. Yeah. You're too deep.
Yeah.
Too deep. There's a leg severed in a yard.
Yeah.
And they're going to find out whose leg that is. Yeah.
It is the talk of the town.
You know, that's so, I mean, that was so shocking, like, on that show. Like, never on any show or movie have I ever seen just, like, a severed leg, like, just...
I'm just trying to think.
Chilling? Chilling in the garden?
Okay, as the murderer...
How much you have to cut? I mean...
Yeah.
And if we're assuming it's Katie...
How strong is she?
Right? What do they feed her? Wheaties? Like, seriously.
That's the
You
thing.
guys saw how sharp that knife was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. If we think that she did take it, that knife...
No, it's very difficult to... It was like through a femur. You can't cut through that much meat.
Chainsaw.
Right.
So, do we need predictions now?
On that
Katie
note.
does gardening, guys.
Let's do some predictions. Because chainsaw has been involved.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Well, this isn't a prediction. We saw Ernesto. And
Oh,
can we
that's
talk about
right, we
Ernesto?
forgot.
Where have you been hiding?
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Maybe somehow he's
Hottie.
involved.
Yeah, in the screening room, Candice got a little excited when she
Uh-oh.
saw him. She was like, hello, Ernesto.
Where have you been all my life?
I think all of y'all got excited.
Yeah,
Ernesto,
don't put it on.
I am coming to see my wife. I was like...
As he has the picture in his hand.
I mean, so we thought he was dead the whole time. Dude, I don't remember, to be completely honest, I don't remember if it was ever said why she thought he was dead. Do you guys remember?
If
Or
you guys
maybe he
remember,
just
tweet us.
disappeared. Sometimes when he's gone for so long, you're just like...
Well, he was a firefighter, correct? Or something? Or
Police.
so maybe.
course he is.
Oh, okay.
Of course
Of course he
is.
is. Oh, I just wanted him to be a
course
firefighter
he's
in my
a man.
mind.
Firefighters are hot.
So maybe-
Topless firefighter.
Yeah, there we go. But maybe
Yeah.
it was something with that.
There's a stripper
Line of
that's a
work.
policeman.
He's going to give Spence a run for his
Magic
money.
Mike.
More ways than one.
He's teaching Evelyn, like, the trades of seduction. Yeah, definitely.
I think Spence is since we're in predictions, I think he's going to lose big time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to think about or take into consideration, she's constantly
comparing.
bringing up Ernesto and comparing.
Yeah.
So
And her son is with him, too.
everything is
And-
right on that side.
They didn't fall out of love. He died in her mind. He's dead.
yeah.
So
But again, what if he faked his death and he took away all those years from being with Rosie and his son? So
Yeah.
there could
No,
be
yeah.
something.
there'd be some anger.
But
too
it doesn't
in that.
seem a man holding that type of picture doesn't seem like he would like maliciously
Purposely
fake
do
or
it.
do
Witness protection or something.
But he couldn't get over to. Maybe he just couldn't get over to the country because she had a hard time getting her son Miguel.
They're gonna
Right.
have some
And-
elaborate prison story that
Wait,
he
how is
escaped.
he getting into the country?
I know, because they
I
were just
know.
like, "What's your visit?" He's like, "Oh, we're going to see my wife."
I know,
All
they
right,
didn't-
cool. It's that easy. Hey,
Cross
everyone,
the
come
border.
on over.
It's like a bus.
Come on through.
Come on in.
President Obama, let him on in. No. What else did we predict though?
Do you think this is totally throwing it out there? I don't know if I think this myself, but do you think there could be any involved, like Ernesto somehow with the whole Katie situation, just because he's coming from a Latin country and Katie came from?
No.
Okay, I'm
I
just
think it's-
saying.
No, I
You're
think
stretching now. Two storylines together. But yeah, no. I mean, as far as predictions, I don't know. I'm interested to see how Blanca shapes up, but as far as her storyline, because if she gets her tuition, then you wouldn't go get a star like that on the show unless you were really gonna intertwine her into something.
Yeah,
She's definitely here for the season.
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. But I'll say one of my predictions is okay. So now at the end of the episode, we see Carmen is going to be the new maid for the Powells. I mean, that combination is going to be hysterical.
Oh,
I can't
geez.
wait for that.
Awesome.
But yeah, there's going to be a a lot of. I think Adrian might start hitting on Carmen.
Oh, and I think Valentina's going to get pregnant. Her and her mom are going to be pregnant at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, double pregnancy.
From that one time with Remy, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Well,
okay,
double
well.
pregnancy. You guys out there practice safe sex. As we wrap it up, thank you for watching Devious Maids.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. I'm full of them. Again, my name is Stephaune Wallace. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at I Am More Fire.
You can find me Instagram, Twitter, XOXOCESCA.
You can find me on Insta, Twitter, and Snapchat. I'm really good at it. I just started. Candy Buen, CandiebUen.
And you can find me on Instagram or Twitter at Laila Sadny.
Yep.
So thanks,
All right.
guys, for
Thanks,
tuning
guys,
in.
for watching.
See you
Next week,
Yep.
Brianna Brown.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.